What's involved in a home inspection? Hey guys, this is Sandy. I'm a licensed realtor here in the Central Florida area. Today I want to do a video for you on what's involved in the home inspection process. Doesn't matter where you live or where you're going to buy a home, the home inspection process is basically the same thing. And particularly what you're doing is you're doing a home inspection to find out what is the condition of this particular home. Whether it be a new construction or a resale or whatever it is you're buying, it's a great idea to have a home inspection done before your purchase. And this should be contingent upon your offer. So if you're buying a home for $400,000 and you put an offer in maybe for 400,000 or 410 or 490 or 390, depending upon the climate of the market, you want to make sure that's contingent upon a home inspection. In our area here in Central Florida, you have up to 15 days, right? But the offer contract is going to dictate when the inspection needs to be done. So most of the time they'll put 10 days or 15 days. In a busier, crazier market, it may be 5 days. So whatever the days is that's written in that contract, you want to discuss this with your real estate agent or your attorney or whoever is creating this contract for you. What is the contingency date for the home inspection? The reason why that's important is because once that contingency date is passed, you cannot come up back with another inspection item wanting it for the seller to fix it or any kind of compensation for it once that period is passed. For the most part, we do 10 days. So let's pretend it's 10 days. So how do we count these 10 days down? So from the time the offer is accepted, the next day is day 1. And so you have 10 days from that time to do the inspection and to report anything that you need to be fixed and to negotiate price. Once the 10th day comes, you don't have the power anymore. So you have 10 days to do the inspection, walk away from the deal, stay with the deal, negotiate repairs, renegotiate price. Whatever you want to do is in that home inspection contingency period in our area. So that means on day 11, you cannot call your agent or your attorney or the seller to say, hey, I couldn't sleep last night. I was going through my inspection report and I totally missed this item that I want you to take care of, because day 11 is a little bit too late. I stress this a lot to my buyers because this is very, very important, right? So what does that mean? This is going to mean that from the time your offer is accepted, you want to get your home inspection done within the next 3 days. Why? So you have 7 days to get the report back, for the inspector to go out there, do the inspection, get the report back, and you find out what's going on. Now, if you're a seller, what I would advise sellers to do is do a home inspection before you put your home on the market. Why? Because that way you'll have an idea of what's going on with the property before you put it on the market, so there's no surprises. Because what typically happens is you live in the home for 5 to 10 years, you're living in it, everything is fine, and an inspector come and find all kind of stuff, but then you get upset or you get insulted or you think the inspector is trying to beat up on your home or whatever it is. So the best thing is to do a home inspection before you put your home on the market. That way you know exactly what's coming. But let's say you didn't do that and you did a home inspection and all these factors came into play. Now you could accept it for what it is, or you could get a second opinion and extend the contingency date. So you can also get an extension on the contingency date. Let's say you did the inspection in day 5. Let's say it was on septic and well, for an example, or let's say the inspector found something that you need to get another professional to come out and check. Maybe it's something with the HVAC system. Maybe the inspector is saying the HVAC system is at the end of its life and it needs to be replaced. Maybe you're saying no, it does not, because we just finished repairing it as a seller, or we just finished doing this to it. Then you may want to get an HVAC specialist to come out and check it to see what the true condition is. At this stage of the game, you may want to ask for an extension on your inspection period or on the inspection contingency time. Right? So you can always extend it, but you don't want to wait the last day to extend it, because what if they say no? What if they say, no, tomorrow is the end of the inspection contingent, we're not going to extend it. At that point, you could walk away from the deal. Maybe it's a home you really like and you just really want to make sure the HVAC is really going to work. So that's also something you need to be aware of. So on inspection day, on the day of inspection, I normally tell my sellers not to be home. Why? Because I know the inspector is going to go, he's coming in as an independent third party, right? So he's not going to be partial to either side of the game, because his license is also on the line. Most home inspectors are going to be licensed and they need to live up to their licensure. They're not going to want to lose their license over one inspection. That's their livelihood. So I tell my sellers not to be home. So the buyer is going to be going around probably with the inspector. Some buyers don't show up. Some buyers just have the home inspector go. It doesn't matter. As a buyer, I want to be there for the home inspection because I want to make sure that I'll be there for whatever problems he's going to find. I need to know what those problems are and how they can be solved, right? Some home inspectors are great with coming up with solutions. They'll be like, hey, that's normal wear and tear. You could easily fix this. Some home inspectors are panic attackers. They're like, oh my gosh, look what's going on with the house. And then you get a panic attack. You don't want that kind of home inspector. You want an objective home inspector that's going to give you the ideal situation of what's going on with the property, what is regular wear and tear, what is not regular wear and tear, what are the red flags. So you need to know what are the red flags. The HVAC, for Florida, the HVAC would be a big deal. The roof, most insurance companies don't like to insure roofs over 10 years old. They're even giving us problems now with roof over 5 years old. So if the roof is between 5 to 10 years, you got to pay attention to that, right? The roof will be a big deal here. The foundation of the property, age of the windows, are they insulated? Are they going to help you with your energy bill? That's very important. So the inspector is going to go through every single part of the home based upon the kind of inspection you pay for. But I would pay for something that would give me the whole core of the home, like every single detail, like a 4-point inspection. Some companies have an 8-point inspection. Whatever it is, you want them to inspect everything. Now, what can they not inspect? They cannot inspect behind the walls, right? If something is inside the wall, they can't inspect that. They can't inspect if there's a big furniture somewhere that's going to be hiding, that's going to be taking up a certain part of the home. You're not going to be able to do that. You want them to be able to get in the attic. If the seller doesn't have the attic accessible, you want to tell the seller, hey, my home inspector is going to want to go in the attic, make sure that's accessible. If you're in an area with a basement, you want to be, Central Florida doesn't have much homes with basement, but if you're in a home with a basement, you want to have access to the basement. You want to have access to all the crawl area, all the crawl spaces possible, because you want the home inspector to get to every single inch of that home to find out for you what's going on. More than likely, the roof would be accessible. Sometimes people have things blocking the entrance up to the roof. You want to make sure that's accessible. You want to have access to the HVAC, the furnace, or the boiler, where it depends upon what location you are. Here in Florida, it's going to be most of the air conditioning system. You want to make sure you have access to that. If there's one or two of them, you want access to each of them. Hot water tank is a big deal as well. You want to have hot water. They want to make sure you have access to the hot water tank. So sometimes you have sellers that will have things packed up in certain areas that block certain things. You want to make sure that that is clear. So the process of the home inspection is for a licensed home inspector. Most areas is going to require a licensed home inspector to go in the home and do a thorough inspection of the property to let you know what condition the property is in and do I really want to buy this home. If something comes up, they're going to find things, guys. There's no way you're going to have a perfect home inspection. That's not going to happen. But then it comes down to, is this regular wear and tear? Is this lack of maintenance? Does this need to be replaced right away? Maybe the seller might say, you know what? I know that my air conditioning system is older, but I'll give you a 1-year or 2-year home warranty. Maybe a real estate agent, like for us, we offer home warranty to most of our buyers, or to all of our buyers. Most of our buyers, because if you're buying new construction, you don't really need it. But if you're buying any kind of resale, we're going to offer a home warranty to you. So certain things can be replaced with a home warranty, meaning, let's say the air conditioning system is at the end of its life, as an example, and we're going to say, okay, we'll give you a 2-year home warranty. So within that 2-year period, if the air conditioning breaks down, the home warranty company will come out and either fix or replace the air conditioning system. Most of the time, a home warranty insurance will cover your air conditioning, your hot water tank, all your appliances. Washer and dryer sometimes are optional. Some home warranty companies are now covering certain repairs to the roof. Most home warranty company will also cover pool equipment or a pool if you have one. So these are things you got to play in mind. So the home inspection is to give you an idea of what are you walking into, and if there's any remedy to any of the problems that come up on the home inspection, and if you're okay with dealing with those problems. Are you okay with the air conditioner is not new, we're going to give you a home warranty? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with the roof is 5 years old, there's no sign of any leak or anything like that? Are you good with that, or do you prefer a roof newer? And maybe you prefer to do new construction. Let's talk about that for a minute. If you're buying a new construction home, I'm going to suggest 100% you do a home inspection. You need to do a home inspection maybe a week or two before your first walkthrough. The builders normally have 2 walkthroughs. They have an initial walkthrough, and then they have the final walkthrough right before you close. I'm going to say do the home inspection right before your first walkthrough. Why is that? That way, for your first walkthrough, you could have your report in, and you could tell the builder, these are the things my home inspector found. Another thing with new construction is you have 1-year warranty to the builder. So the builder is going to give you 1-year warranty for free. So on your 7th or your 8th month of living in that home, you want to call, or even maybe the 9th month, but no later. In the 9th or 10th month even, you want to call a home inspector to do another inspection of the property. So if there's anything that you missed or didn't catch while living in the property, you could send to the builder, and the builder will have 2 months to fix it. That's why I don't think you should wait too long. 10 months is the absolute latest I would do it. So up to 10 months of living in the home, you do another home inspection, you get the report, and you send it to the builder, because once the 1 year is up, that's it. And a lot of times things happen right after the 1 year. We all know that. So that's what you do. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions or are about to do home inspections and want to access anything, feel free to call or text 407-791-4713. That should be somewhere above on the video or somewhere below. We're always here. We could always schedule a Zoom call with you. Thank you so much for listening, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.